Welcome back to the Sonic Unleashed commentary, and we are fast closing in on the end of the game. Why then, may you ask, if you're one of the 3 other people who can see the video folder, why, may you ask, are there still 3 parts left after this? And the reason for that is cutscenes.
And Eggman Land.
Lewis, I was like, for a second I thought someone had replaced you. It's like, who is this person and given so much energy into an intro on one of these parts?
The game is almost over, and the best part is we're done with the werehog levels. I mean, yeah, there's Eggman Land, but the werehog in those levels doesn't really take up that much time. It's tolerable there. We have Adabat Day, which is the most beautiful jungle slideshow you'll ever see.
It's the world's greatest PowerPoint presentation. It's great.
Oh, man. But you know, I very rarely see a console game tank that hard in the frame rate department. In fact, the only time I've seen a console game tank that badly is Final Fantasy XIV, when a lot of treants gang up on you at once. It's only ever happened once. Well, and I'm noticing a theme here. Plant life in great detail.
It requires so many polygons, I think, is
yeah, it really does. It craps all over your frame rates.
Yeah. There's moments in a level we're about to play where you could literally think you're playing Boom, how bad the frame rate gets.
It's pretty ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that when playing the Unleashed project on a pretty standard PC, you play through Adabat and there's no slowdown. It freaked me out.
This isn't normal. Why does it look so good for?
Right.
Well, at the very least, the bad frame rate came from ambition versus just being lazy.
So this is what a graphics card upgrade feels like.
Yeah.
Oh, what? I can't go in?
Why doesn't it load? Oh, I didn't get my tea, of course.
Yeah.
Green tea.
No, this is how it tastes.
Wait. Why do I need to go to Brazil for green tea?
Wait, what?
Yeah, just because you're aware that you use Comic Sans doesn't make it okay.
Just because something's ironic, yeah. I'm doing it ironically, so what's the difference?
I did that to spite you all. Anyway,
you had to talk to
what you
Professor
actually
Pickle
need,
first.
you need to talk to Professor Pickle, who tells you need to go to Adabat. So you need to leave Adabat, go talk to Professor Pickle, and then go to Adabat, and goddammit, my controller can't.
So Professor Pickle, what do I need to do now? Well, you need to go to Adabat. I was just in Adabat. We'll go back.
I will say that's one thing the Wii version has. Is none of this, because to unlock levels you have to speak to everyone in a little town, but that takes like 30 seconds. You can just like spam through the text. There is none of this. You have to go back and re-find people or speak to them, and stuff like this. It's just I don't mind it in games, but
Here's my question. Why does the teleporter to the next level not work until you talk to Professor Pickle?
Yeah, I mean, it's stuff like that. You know what it reminds me of? If you play the original version of DuckTales, when you go to the African mines, it takes you to Transylvania for like 30 seconds for like no good reason. It's like it's pointless shit like that, which I don't like.
You're not thinking not DuckTales, Quackshot.
No, DuckTales.
DuckTales?
Yeah, if you play the original DuckTales NES game, when you get to the African mines, one of the like elevator doesn't work, so they take it they transfer you directly to Transylvania to like walk for like 20 seconds to find a switch.
Oh.
It's a really stupid design choice. I don't know why they did it.
I thought Quackshot because yeah, you have to go to Transylvania for like 20 seconds in that one too. You jump over a few pits.
It's a trend.
You get to the front of like Dracula's castle, and then you realize, oh, I need like these popcorn bombs or something to open the way. And oh no, I think it was bubble bombs. I don't remember. It's been
something bomb.
So many years since I played it.
Either way, it's pointless.
The last time I even was reminded that Quackshot had existed, it was because I happened to watch it on Clement's channel.
Nice. Although this, I'm sure it was intentional. But obviously, this start here with the ocean and like the buildings and the hotel gives me an Emerald Coast vibe.
I just like how it reflects off Sonic.
Yeah.
He glows a beautiful blue.
The lighting is so good, and now the frame rate, Jesus
Not
Christ!
just yet. Not just yet. I mean, it got pretty bad there, but that's not the most infamous part.
It's the water part. Yeah.
It's the it's the water part, and when you go through the what I classify as the jungle tunnel.
Man, you know, it's been a while since I've done this, but I used to be able to just blaze straight through the wall into the springs and go through that whole rail section without
There it is.
stopping.
Look at that. That is horrendous.
What is this like? What 10 frames per second?
This is like round 12.
The game's frame rate is,
So-
oh no, better
so,
crap
like,
out!
Ocarina of Time level frame rate.
It's better. Ocarina of Time's better.
Oh wow.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what-
Ocarina of Time also has simpler animations, so it looks good at a lower frame rate.
You know what's weird though? Watching this, it gives me flashbacks of the Incredibles when like Ash is like flying around.
Yeah.
No, not flying, running around, but like it's through the jungle and it runs on the water. You ripped off the Pixar, damn it, Sega! Screw you.
Pixar did it better.
The Incredibles didn't have frame rate drops.
There you go.
The Incredibles ran at a smooth 24 frames a second.
I just want to ask, like, to all the technical aficionados, like, what's causing the frame rate to shit the bed here in
It's
the water
probably,
section?
probably just because in the water, maybe just because the animation on the water is like this, maybe because there's so much stuff in the water.
I noticed this seems to happen when the geysers spurt. Like,
Particle effects, probably.
maybe, yeah. I like to know a clear-cut answer. I know someone out there is watching that knows that shit. So
It's just you can't. It's really you can't have. It's well. I mean, I guess we're getting to the point with technology where you can have it both ways, but generally, to get a better frame rate, you need to sacrifice. You need to sacrifice either how much happens on screen or how fancy the stuff that happens on.
yeah, it's
screen
like high
looks.
frame rate, good graphics. Pick one.
No, high frame rate, lots of action on screen, good
Good
effects. You know, you gotta pick two.
Pick two.
Good cross effects.
Shut up.
For some reason, at the end of that section there, Sonic tends to get sucked toward the wall, and I don't understand why.
It comes to something.
You know what's weird about the grinding in Adabat, like the things he grinds on.
Oh,
like,
God damn it.
He perfectly stands on them. You know, like with
Okay,
most of the-
I think I'm alive. No, I didn't make it.
The dash panels are your best friend here.
Yeah, and I hit the wrong dash panel.
I will say I really like Adabat Days music. This is one of the songs I remember even having not played this game in a long time.
You know, Johnny, just watching like the reason why it probably it craps on water is because like they animated everything under the water, whereas in most games like this, like when you get on water, it's just blue.
Yeah.
You know, but
Or
because,
you just see the top layer of the water.
yeah, but because you can clearly see the bottom, and like it's everything's like animated for water and stuff. That's probably why, because it's and also because of how big the ocean is. Like they probably had to render a lot of stuff for those sequences.
And like Ryan said earlier, at the very least, it's crappy frame rate from ambition, not because of lazy programming.
Because again, like if you on like standard screenshots, this is probably one of the best looking levels. Like the lighting is the way it goes, it comes out of all the tree branches. I mean, it's again PS4 remake of this game, please, come on.
The hell, just a port I think will be enough to give it a steady frame rate.
No, you know what? A port on the PS4 without the medals.
Or the werehog.
You just give it the werehog. In fact, call it Generations.
Like,
Just
no,
call
people, you know what? We joke. People would buy that, like Sonic Unleashed level pack, where no story, no nothing, just random Sonic levels. People would buy that. People would.
Which
absolutely-
again, it's been said 1,000 times, but the fact that they didn't do that once for Generations boggles my mind.
Yes. Generations is the perfect DLC game, and they didn't capitalize on it.
Oh, what, to get more stages from just like random.
Yeah,
levels?
just
again,
you have a gold mine of level tropes.
you
in
have
Sonic.
literally so many levels you could
Yeah.
make so many past levels you could do, but
I guess it's just a matter. I gotta wonder, like, how much money does it take to make one Sonic level?
Yeah,
How
it had
much
to
money
have.
would you
Maybe it has
to
something.
spend
It most likely was budget.
Budget.
That's why they couldn't do it. But
which is, again, with something like Unleashed, they clearly had the DLC in mind from the start, which is another reason why, like, this game's budget was probably twice as much as like Colors or Generations.
Well, I
Yeah,
can also
unfortunately-
understand Colors' budget being lower because it was on a system that's probably much cheaper and easier to work on.
Well, there's that,
Yeah.
but there's also the fact that a lot of its stages are very simple in terms of construction. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because the thing with like colors, they'd be like one main level, then they just take smaller sections from that to make like the other acts and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I thought worked. You know, I actually I think colors has really good levels in it, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, well, a lot of its levels are even if they're not like built from sections of the main level, they just tend to have. Sorry, I needed to pick up that record. They just tend to have
Like set pieces from like bigger levels.
well, they even when they don't have that, they tend to have a lot of blocks and really simple copy paste pieces.
Mario.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It feels
works,
like
though.
It works.
It
I
feels
love
like
Dark
it could have been constructed by an amateur who doesn't know how to program in some sort of.
Why did you
pre-built-
boost?
Because the boost and the homing attack are on the same button.
Ryan, have you been paying
I was-
attention?
I-
We're fucking
no, I
playing
wasn't. I wasn't blaming you, Lewis. I was just saying, why did you boost?
Oh yeah, like from the perspective of the player asking Sonic. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I did.
You just see Ryan covered in sweat. Anime sweat drops everywhere.
Inexplicably, at the end of this level, like right here, they start throwing all this platform.
I love this angle right here.
That
This
waffle
angle when he's
looks
grinding the rail.
amazing.
Oh yeah, this was
right here?
This was a trailer shot.
Yeah, that's a trailer shot right there. That's fucking awesome.
Woo! Wow.
Now don't boost. I'm sorry, what did you say? Boost? No boost. No boost.
It's weird. This is a relatively simple section, and even here I can see that there's a lot of frame kind of stuff going on.
Did you see what I did there to avoid boosting off the cliff again? Instead of
Just
doing a
stomped,
homing attack,
yeah.
I stomped. Yeah.
That's what it's for. I imagine that's probably why they included it.
Man, Adabat's a really fun stage when you know how. After the first playthrough.
Did-
Still got an idea though.
Did you notice when I stomped down to that last rail, I started grinding on it before Sonic technically touched the rail?
Nice.
Like there's this like stone stepping place, and then there's the rail in front of it, and you can stomp down on the stone platform, but it'll act like you landed on the rail. Woo! Level 20. Achievement get.
Is it a good achievement?
It's an achievement, and it increases my gamer score. That's all I care about.
Does anybody care about gamer score anymore?
Oh yeah, there are a lot of people that care about that sort of shit.
Nerds.
Yeah, that was one of the selling points for the Rare collection, like the Rare Replay or whatever it is.
Wait.
Like 10,000 gamer score. That was one of the selling points.
Who gives a crap?
I'm just saying, there are people that care about that sort of thing. And I do, depending on the game. Like, if it's a game I absolutely love on the 360 or Xbox One, I try to get every achievement.
Well, you
Yeah,
do
it's
that because you
addictive.
like the game. You don't necessarily do that
Yeah.
because you care about.
Yeah,
revenue
it's never.
gains.
I never buy a game because of its gamer score. That to me, that's never a selling point.
I just do gamer score to pick up chicks in bars.
Yeah.
Aren't you
Hey,
married?
You're
baby.
married.
Well, you know what people that say.
You know what? Yeah,
they say about
you know
people
what?
that have.
That joke doesn't work on two levels. I'm married. I don't even have a 360. So like, both ways. It doesn't
Well,
make
you know what they say about people that have a large gamer score.
They don't
they-
have time for you.
They just they don't have time for you.
Yeah.
They don't.
I like how the game is still giving you fucking sun medals after you've already beaten the fucking day stage for Adabat.
Well, you're still
that
going
requires-
for them.
Well, say, Lewis.
No, I'm not.
Lewis, I forget. What do you get if you are? Is it just like an achievement?
An
You get every
achievement,
single-
yeah. Just an achievement.
I remember when getting all the shit in the game actually got you something.
Yeah.
Like if
Like
you get all
Yoshi
the-
in Mario 64.
Yeah, like if you get all of the the jiggies in the banjo games, you get an enemy reel. I think, at least in 2 you do.
In SA2, you get that really bad Green Hill Zone, which is terrible, but at least it's something, you know.
It's a whole level it's actually kind of a cool bonus at the time, even if it was badly constructed.
It's
Because that was
really
our first,
bad,
you
but
know,
it's really
3D Green Hill Zone, officially. Not counting stuff like fucking Sonic Roboblast, which I think might have come out after that anyway.
Well, also, Sonic Robot is a fan game, isn't it? So I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This boss, while annoyingly tricky at times, I think it's still pretty cool.
You know what I love? I think it's got. I love its design, but I'm like, why would Eggman build like a beetle that all it does is just run away from you? Like, it doesn't really do anything. Like, its design isn't used to like traverse the
I think it's
like,
to goad Sonic into the real meat of the boss, which are the booby traps.
Like, its design's really. I always like it when Eggman. It's like. That's why I like in Heroes.
These mines are actually kind of a cool gimmick, actually, because they move towards you based on which row you're in. So you kind of have to bait them toward you and then slip by. But I failed at it, so fuck.
That Sunmetal was really close to that fire pit.
Yeah, that was just plain. That was random chance, unfortunately.
I think it just run through the fire.
Okay, I have a
carrying
question.
a sun medal.
I have a question. If you miss a sun medal in a day boss, do you have to go into all the way around the arena again to get another shot at it, or do you have to restart the fight?
No, you can. If you wanted, you could just not hit him until you've gone round enough times to get every single medal, and then just beat him then if you chose.
I think that's what Lewis did for the other boss.
Yeah. This one, in this one, I'm only getting the medals that I just happened to run into, though.
Who keeps putting that back there? We've destroyed that thing twice now. Who keeps putting new ones down?
Eggman has a robot specifically built for that purpose.
I'll tell you this, though. You really should get all the medals in this boss on your first go before you hit the boss at all. Because when it comes to getting the medals, the Egg Lancers, attack patterns get kind of freaking obnoxious.
In some way, you could look at this as like some sort of seriously metal version of a special stage in Sonic 2.
Yeah. I almost died there. I had, one ring?
Oh, is this one of those Sonic games where you don't lose all of your rings when you get hit, only some of them?
Yes.
Oh, right, yeah.
They started
I think
doing
I
that
actually
in
had-
Shadow, I think.
Shadow, I think, was the first game to do that.
And when did they stop doing that? Because I'm pretty sure...
I think after this game.
Really?
Yeah. Shadow
Yeah.
and Unleashed are the only ones to do it.
Sonic
Oh,
Boom.
6.
Kind
Oh,
of.
Sonic Boom doesn't... You don't lose rings. You just have a health bar that recharges.
Hey, when you get hit rings
Oh,
out of your
wait.
body, you lose.
Oh, right.
rings.
Yeah, you're right. Your health bar is your ring count, and it's limited. Duh. I've got my wires all crossed.
Nothing's real.
But I think it wasn't Chaotix the first game to do that as well. I swear there was one game before Shadow that everyone brings up. I think it's one of the spin-offs.
Now, I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
if you
know.
got hit in Chaotix, you lost all your rings.
Maybe like one of the Game Gear games, but if you're really expecting
Yes,
us...
yeah, I think it's one of the Game Gear games.
Yeah, but
Ah.
if you're expecting us to remember all the details about that, fuck you. So
I haven't played... the only handheld 8-bit Sonic games that I've seriously played are 1 and 2.
Now,
Which,
the
and
only-
again, even with 1 and 2, the Master System versions are better than those two. So you play that.
Yeah.
The only 8-bit Sonic games that I've played are Sonic Blast for the Sonic-a-thon last year, and all of the others like for maybe 5 minutes when I got them on the Sonic Adventure DX.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's
here's the
5
thing,
minutes.
Gareth. Okay, I get the feeling the Master System must have been way more popular in Europe than in America, because I never saw a single fucking one.
Yeah, I had it. I mean, like, Brazil was still making games, like, porting it to, like, 2004. Brazil fucking loved the Master System for some weird reason. It was, like the most, like, successful console. You know what? Something that kind of... It's not a big plot point, what have you, but, like, throughout this entire game, like, this is the cutscene where Chip finds out who he is, but for this entire game, in the cutscenes, it's subtle, but Chip has been using his kind of necklace to kind of make the Gaia temples extend the slot to put the Chaos Emeralds in. And at what point does one of these characters go, it's kind of weird how your necklace does that?
Maybe it's
They
just
just
something they don't notice. I don't know.
Oh, they noticed. There's a
They do
subtle
it because
sort of
they-
in the
yeah.
first cutscene. They're sort of clueless about it, and then they just sort of accept it after that.
Yeah, because if you go back and watch the cutscenes, Chip is, like, he's, like, sticking his chest out to, like, make it extend. So, like, he clearly knows he's doing it.
Well, it
Yeah,
might
and
be
it's
like a
just
habit.
instinctive.
Yeah, it's instinct, I think.
It's not. No, what actually happens is in the first cutscene where he does that, it happens by accident, and he's surprised. And from every cutscene after that, Sonic and Chip act like it's something they just expect to happen. But there's
Yeah.
never at any point a scene where they talk about this and question it and think,
Exactly.
oh, maybe if we keep going this way, we'll find out more about you, Chip.
Yeah,
Which-
like his memory, finding his memory is kind of as a plot point is kind of abandoned. Like after like the second boss fight, there's like, oh yeah, whatever, just gonna go do some more.
Chip's here. Chip's
Yeah.
gonna do something funny.
And
He's gonna turn into a ghost again.
Hey Sonic, I remember it, all of it. Now let's wait till we get back to the business before I tell you anything.
You're gonna tell me? There's no time. I stand by that. We gotta
It
go look
doesn't
at the
matter,
sunset.
Sonic. Nothing matters.
I draw power from the day.
Like it's a common thing in stories of fiction like this. But as you know, like Chip is light Gaia, and then there's dark Gaia. It's always the way where like the evil force is like a giant planet-sized monster, and the light side is a fucking tiny 2-foot flying chihuahua.
Well, that's
Hey,
because
just
the
look
light
at just
side-
look at
That's
It's
good.
kind of mismatched here, really, isn't it? Let's be fair.
well, just look at Pokemon. All the good legendaries are the small, cute ones, and all the evil ones are the monstrous, floaty ones.
Hey! In Black and White, the Three Musketeers are like normal size-ish. They're like the size of a horse, I guess.
hey, I get the feeling that the legendary dogs aren't technically evil. In fact, Suicune seems pretty nice.
This tail looks like a damn meat bun.
I think Entei is a good guy. He was in
Entei's
that.
good.
He was in
Well, at
that
least-
third movie that I actually have never
Yeah.
watched.
Secret of the Unknown.
Yeah,
I mean, he's doing evil shit, but he's doing it for a little girl, so it's good.
It's fine.
Question mark.
The only thing I remember about that movie is James' brilliant dating line.
wait, what?
I haven't seen this many strange letters since I last opened up a personal ad.
James always had the best lines. It was great.
Wait, James opened up a person. Never mind. That's. I don't want the answers to that question.
So this is a slight. To go back again, currently Archie Comics is doing a adaptation of a very loose adaptation of Unleashed, and at this point, like, as Chip says here, like Sonic's character is why he didn't change like Professor Pickle's aide, making Amy dance the night away, babe. But in the Archie comic book, he kind of does go extremely feral, and it takes a few issues. There's an arc of him learning to control his anger when he turns into the werewolf.
Makes sense.
So in this game's case, it's because Sonic has a strong will that he wasn't evil straight up.
Also, because I can't. Also, like you could, it'd be awkward if in terms of the gameplay he's evil when he's the werewolf, you know. Because
Yeah.
I can't see
He's smacking
Sega doing
humans
that.
around.
Yeah, I can't see Sega doing that. But it makes sense for what we know of Sonic's character. But and the white fur by his wrist is so bad in close-ups in the cutscenes. I mean, look at it. It's like blurry. It's
I
like
love this part.
Yeah.
Yoink.
Where the fuck do you think you're going?
It's past your curfeu.
You owe
can't
me
go
for all
wrong.
those hot dogs I gave you, you piece of shit. Now pay up.
Now eat your nuclear taco.
But I don't want to eat it. It's gross.
You like it, right?
Do I need a reason to want to help out a friend? Did you steal that from Zidane?
What was that? It was like a gun motion bang.
You know, if
You
he,
revolver
you know,
ocelot?
if this were,
See his
if
face,
this were,
cowboy.
if this were realistic, they'd high five and then Chip would splat all the way over into the beach someplace. Okay, so now what do we have to do?
Are we leaving?
Now
are
we have to go back to Shamar and talk to Tails.
Right. But I believe are we about to lead into the last nighttime stage? Or are we going to Eggman Land now? I forget.
No, we're done with all the
Eggman.
stages. We're going to Eggman Land.
Hooray! Credits.
3 parts
Of Eggman Land?
of Eggman Land and all the cutscenes that follow.
And the
Okay, because
final
I've heard
boss.
horror stories of Eggman Land. Like, I heard that stage goes on for like an hour.
If you die
First
a
time.
lot, it can take as long as 45 minutes.
My
If
first
you-
time was 74.
Wait,
Ooh.
Yeah,
My first time was around the 45-minute mark, yeah.
it was not a fun time.
Yeah, if you know what
John
you're
Scrub
doing, the
confirms.
stage takes about as long as a standard werehog level. But
Hey, let me know anything. If I was a Sonic character, I'd be Johnny the Scrub. So I'm like a scrub brush, I guess.
I'd be Suck the Cock.
oh, and this is the conversation.
Oh yeah, so this there's a lot of people who said that stuff like Secret Rings and Black Knight aren't canon, but but like this date here, you can theorize that the next game that was released was Sonic and the Black Knight, and in the ending, the kind of ending credits, cutscene that plays at the end of the credits, there's a dialogue between Sonic and Amy where Sonic's explaining the story of Black Knight, and Amy just goes, that's complete nonsense. You just forgot about our date, which I like to believe that's kind of referencing the date that you could go on at the end of this.
Well, I like the theory that Black Knight is actually just Sonic, like the entire story of Sonic and the Black Knight is just him bullshitting up a reason why he forgot when he really just overslept or something. So I was eating chili dogs, and then a magical portal opened in my bedroom, and I fell into the land of Arthur.
There was a genie. There was a genie.
You said that last time. I mean, a wizard. It's a wizard.
It was a wizard this time.
A wizard did it.
A wizard did it.
Yeah, it's funny because at the beginning of Secret Rings, you actually do start out with Sonic sleeping on the couch.
Yes.
It all connects.